Hey, what's up, guys?
What's good? This is Michael.
And this is Chloe. Welcome to our podcast.
We're here to help you find your passions, discover more of who you are, and build an authentic community for us millennials and youngins.
So come chill out with us and let's keep it
110. Welcome everyone, we back, and it is episode 4 of the Hunnit Ten podcast.
Welcome back, guys.
How you doing, Chloe?
I'm doing fantastic.
Shall we get on with our highs and lows of this week?
High and low.
So what's good?
A highlight for me this week was literally coming home this afternoon.
Yes, dude.
After a long day, we were bloody angry
Yes, sir.
for half the day.
Or more.
Or more.
Yeah.
Yes. And you just feel so frustrated. And look, let's face it. I've got anger issues.
I think a lot of people do, myself included.
No, I don't really have anger issues.
Oh, well, I just exposed myself then. Anyway.
No, but I have had a bit of an angry day today.
Yeah.
Just just work was a bit of a toughie today.
I
but
get you.
oh man, coming home.
It's a reward, huh?
Oh, that feeling. Good feeling. That was my high.
I'm happy for you, dude.
Simple things in life, you know.
That's it, dude.
Simple things.
And what about a low?
Oh, low.
What is it?
I think a low for me this week is like grandma life, guys. I didn't go grocery shopping this week.
Oh, no.
And so I've just been like buying food out. It's not even expensive food. It's like sushi.
Isn't that a highlight?
No. Because I'm really trying to work on my budget.
I get you,
and trying to be responsible. But just had one of those weeks. I quite like grocery shopping. It's like my safe place.
Okay.
This is literal grandma life. That's me.
It is.
What's been good for you, my man?
A highlight for my week is that I got to spend some quality time with my little sister.
Oh.
We straight up watched The Grinch the other night.
The Grinch.
And it was 110% lit.
Oh, man.
It was as good as I remember, man. And that was made in the year 2000.
That movie used to scare the literal crap out of me. He was creepy.
I'm not gonna lie, he kind of scared the hell out of me last night.
Yeah, he's weird, that man.
But yeah, it was a really good movie. I got to spend some awesome time with my siblings.
Oh, shout out to Hannah and Peter.
Yeah, shout out to
you
them
guys
one
are
time.
the best. Seriously.
They're awesome. A low for me
Ooh.
is pretty much has been the low for the last 3 episodes.
Oh no.
I'm just tired as hell.
Some things just don't change.
That's true, man. It's just, like I said, it's part of who I am. But yeah. Cool. Awesome. Nice little wrap up there. Let's move on to our
quote of the day.
Let's go. So what's the quote, Chloe?
Today's quote is by someone by the name of Ursula.
Shout out one time.
Michael thinks it's the ugliest name ever.
Second ugliest.
But
let's
not
go there. Let's not go there.
Okay. We won't go there today.
Okay.
So, Ursula says that it is good to have an end to journey toward, but it is the journey that matters in the end.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yikes.
What are your thoughts?
So, what I think about this, first of all, having an end to a journey is important. The journey itself is also important, but I just wanted to talk about how these two things coexist with each other and actually codepend on each other. Because the whole purpose of the journey is the destination. Let's say you make a road trip, right? But you don't know where you want to go. You're just going to be on the road forever, my mans, until you just settle for wherever.
And that petrol ain't cheap.
It ain't, dude.
It ain't cheap.
And the time, like
Time ain't cheap.
And carpool karaoke for that long.
Wow.
I don't know, man.
99 bottles of beer.
I don't know if I can do it.
Doesn't really, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, 99. We only get 99, dude. Like,
Yeah.
what's gonna happen after the 99th one? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just
But
start again.
I just wanted to emphasize on the importance of having of course, there's that saying, embrace the journey, But I also wanted to highlight the importance of focusing on the destination.
Nice.
And that gives the journey so much more purpose. There's a reason for that long ass road trip because you're trying to get somewhere. And I think often at times people that have a vague sense of destination, it's easier for them to kind of get lost in their life because they don't know what direction they're going. They don't know where they're headed. But once you have that set in stone, the journey makes so much more sense. And little stepping stones you got to take. For example, if you need to get a qualification, study, get some work experience, all of that contributes to the journey towards your destination. It's no longer wasted time. And I think that's what that quote means to me is, yes, embrace the journey, but also don't stop looking at that destination because it gives that journey so much more value.
Good stuff,
I think
my
I
man.
killed that one.
Wisdom.
And what about you,
Love
man?
it. I think that quote, I didn't really feel great when I read it because
Right.
I think I just felt really challenged because
Okay.
I'm the kind of person that doesn't really like the process.
Yikes.
I'm a bit of like a get it done now, like I hate bloody
Yikes.
constructions.
Yeah.
Like I was telling you earlier,
Yeah, she did.
when you're driving along a really beautiful road, you're driving along a road and you look to your left and you see these constructions and you're just like,
Roadworks.
ew, like,
Yeah.
like there's traffic on the road because of them.
You got to
Just
go
doesn't
40.
look great. You got to go 40 per hour.
Man,
I don't like constructions,
Mhm.
but without the constructions, you will not get a building.
that's true, man.
And to even before you start a construction, you need a blueprint.
Preach.
You need a foundation.
Keep preaching,
And
dude.
builders spend so much time on the foundation. Even before they start the ugly constructions, they
Yep.
are planning and building and sweating and they are pouring out their blood, sweat and tears
True.
to build this foundation because without it, they cannot build the ugly construction that will turn into a wonderful building.
That's true, man.
But for me, I don't want the foundation. I don't want the construction. I want the building. And that's not great.
But what's the dangers of that, though?
The dangers of that is that without a foundation, a building will fall.
True.
My sister Hannah,
Shout
I love
out.
you, Hannah. Hannah told me that she went on an excursion to Melbourne in year 10. And she said that they went to the tallest building in Melbourne.
Okay.
And she actually learnt about the building's foundation. And the building's foundation was either as deep as the building or deeper
Yikes.
than the building.
Damn.
And when she told me that, I don't know. I felt like, wow. Like, it's like cool to,
That's
cool
cool.
to figure that out.
Right? Yeah.
But to
But
really think about how long it took to bloody make the foundations before they started building up,
yes,
that would have taken a lot of
it
time,
would have.
a lot of blood, sweat, and tears,
Uh-huh.
a lot of perseverance,
Yes.
a lot of showing up for the builders,
Yeah. Showing off.
Woo.
Yikes.
And so I found that quote really, really challenging.
Damn.
And just as a foundation is so, so, so important before building a building, I think that foundation in our lives is probably equivalent to our character.
Damn. Yeah. Preach, dude.
And character is, I don't know, a lot of people look at the guys who are like super cool and lit and, they have that charisma and you're just like, wow, you're so cool. Like,
Yes,
you're so
sir.
funny. And a lot of people are drawn to them.
But
But I think the thing that takes us far is character. Like, charisma can get us this far.
yes.
But without character, like, our character is something that sustains us.
Damn. That's deep.
And as I say this,
Uh-huh.
guys, I'm feeling so, so, so challenged.
Damn.
So, so, so challenged because not that I'm like hating on myself or anything, but I think I really do. I have so many weaknesses in my character that I want to grow in, but have been maybe not really loving the process, not really
Yep.
embracing the process enough to actually grow in specific areas.
Yes.
So just to be real, I
Uh-huh.
feel challenged.
I respect that. So you have a destination, you want to grow, and you want to build that building. But the process, now that's scary stuff. I think it takes a lot. And there's one word that I really hate that is crucial for this process, and that word is patience.
Wow.
Because buildings don't get built overnight. They do get built over time, not overnight. And I think it requires a lot of patience and dedication. And I think that's the scary part, man, because we just want stuff to happen, and patience isn't just waiting for something. It's a lot more than that. It's actually having faith in that something. So I think that's why, I kind of feel challenged too. But I always have this outlook on stuff like, it's about goals and stuff. It's about like achieving stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's just like a personality thing.
Yeah.
But I do feel challenged by this too. And it's because of that one word, patience.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, dude.
That's incredible. And I guess there's this element of patience
Uh-huh.
and embracing the process.
Yeah.
But there's also an element of, like you said before, knowing the destination and
Yes.
taking those little steps and being proactive about whether it's getting that degree
Uh-huh.
or just enrolling in that course
Yes.
or stopping this one habit
Yes.
or stopping hanging out with these friends
Uh-huh.
or starting to do this one thing a day.
Keep it rolling, dude.
That's it. Just being
that's it?
intentional
Okay.
and being proactive.
Yes.
That comes hand in hand with just that patience.
Dude, 110.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like you said, I think knowing the destination is so important. Otherwise, you're like running in circles like a little hamster on that little wheel thing.
Yeah, knowing your destination gives the journey, gives the enrollments, the courses, the study, everything. It gives that so much more meaning
Yeah.
because it contributes to that journey. But yeah, I think that's a really cool quote. And how about we move on to our one thing? So what's our one thing this time?
What is one lesson you have learnt from the process?
Yikes. Yikes indeed. One thing I've learned from my process, and when I say my process, I'm talking about my creative process. One lesson I've learned from that process is that we just need to have more faith in ourselves. I think that can hold a lot of people back from being patient, from being consistent, from, thriving through the journey, is because they don't have enough faith in themselves. And I think that's one reason you may actually feel more challenged, is because you're kind of lacking that faith in yourself, because you know your flaws and you know yourself quite well. And I think because of that, it could be discouraging for you. And having faith in yourself is actually one really great way to combat impatience throughout the process. Because once you truly believe in yourself and you believe in what you're doing, the patience can come a lot easier because you know your worth and you know the worth of what you're doing. And I think that's just one really important lesson that I've learned from the process, because it's really easy to feel bad about yourself because of lack of achievements. It's just taken too long. You want more success in whatever type of way you want it. And when that doesn't come, you start feeling incompetent. Or like, am I missing something? What does this person have that I don't? But once you come to have more faith in yourself, really love yourself and remind yourself the importance of what you're doing, I think it's a great way to combat those negative thoughts whilst we're still in the process.
I think that's profound.
Awesome, dude.
I think that is so profound and so well said.
Yikes.
But Michael, what is one piece of advice you
Uh-huh.
would give to people who, say, are struggling to have that faith in themselves?
Ooh. So this is hard. This is something that I'm working on as well, but it's actually positivity. Because I'm actually innately kind of a pessimistic dude.
Oh, yeah, he is.
And Chloe would know, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and like my friends know too. It's like, bruh. But like, I do try to have a positive outlook on stuff when it comes to things like this in my life. I think to have faith in yourself, you gotta, like, this is the reason you need the positivity, is actually to drown out the negativity, especially the internal negativity. And you can surround yourself with positive people by what we told you guys in episode 1, by getting plugged into a good community.
Yeah.
But you also really need to discipline your mind. You gotta keep reinforcing positivity, and that will help drown out the negativity.
Love it.
And once the negative voices in your head are kind of diminishing, you have more of an opportunity to, give yourself a bit more credit, or learn to love yourself, learn to have faith in yourself. I think positivity is one really good way to combat that.
Yeah.
And you can do that by finding heaps of positive people that can help you with that energy.
That's
or
great.
just by disciplining yourself and getting to know yourself a bit more so that you're able to find positive aspects of your life.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, and I guess sometimes we're aware of our weaknesses.
Yeah.
And sometimes we have to be intentional in celebrating our strengths and even the little wins.
Yeah.
And maybe there are times when we're a bit too aware of our strengths and we do have to focus a little on our weaknesses.
Yikes.
But for those moments where we are feeling pretty crap or low about ourselves, or for anyone who's feeling that, and I feel that here and there.
Yep.
I think we all do.
Yes, sir.
I think that's fantastic advice.
Awesome, dude.
Thanks for that, man.
All good.
And guys, like Michael was a bloody negative person back in the day.
Yes, I was.
But can I just say that you are not the same person? No way.
Shout out to
And when
thank
I
you.
agreed with you when you said that, it's because I'm thinking about the Michael 3 years ago.
Oh, man.
And the Michael that I'm sitting across from today
Yikes.
is not the same Homo sapien.
That's true. I can vouch for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So it shows that even though sometimes you might feel like, I'm not a positive person. No.
So like what I meant by that is like my energy could be like negative, you know. I'm quick.
Maybe it's like a habitual way of thinking.
Like I'm quick to criticize all that kind of stuff. And people are like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" But like when it comes to stuff like this, you know, I'm hella positive about it.
Fantastic.
But yeah, what's your one thing that you've learned? One lesson you've learned from the process?
One lesson that I am actually currently learning.
Yes,
so
sir.
this is a little raw and maybe not that nicely worded. But
That's fine, yeah.
it's that it's important to embrace my now as it is.
Preach, dude.
It doesn't have to be perfect. It's okay to have crap days. It's okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to feel happy.
Yes.
But I'm just learning that we'll never find a perfect job.
Yes.
We'll never find a perfect friend
Yes.
or partner or home or city.
Talk to him, man.
We just have to embrace the now as it is, the good, bad, and the ugly.
That's it, man.
And to live in the present, because the present it's not perfect.
Yeah, and it's where you at now.
Yeah.
You know, I think people often they get like on the contrary of what I said before is like they focus too much on the destination that they neglect the present. Because I was like that.
Yeah.
Because I wanted these achievements and these accolades. I'm like, but what about now, dude?
Yeah.
You know, I think that's really awesome that you say that.
And it was kind of random, but I was just at work one day and I just asked one of my colleagues, I was like, hey, like, do you see yourself in this workplace long term? And she was like, oh yeah, like I love my job, but I don't think I see myself here long term. And that was cool. Like it was cool to hear that she loved her job. And then I asked her, hey, do you ever have days where you just don't want to work or you just don't want to be here? And she just said so casually, nonchalantly, yeah, like I think that's so normal. Like I think we all have those days, but I still like my job. Like I still really love this job.
Yes.
And when she said that, it kind of sparked something in me because I think I have this thing where I'm always searching for the next best thing.
Yeah.
The next best project or the next best job or the next best person or whatnot. And I felt like just reflecting today and lately, I've realized that maybe I'm searching for the next best thing, hoping that'd be perfect because I'm not ready to embrace where I'm at right now. And maybe I'm just not.
So you're just looking for a way out?
Maybe, yeah. Without embracing the process.
Yeah.
Like what we spoke about earlier.
The foundation, the patience, all that stuff.
Yeah. And kind of like the construction analogy.
Yeah.
Think about a potato.
I love this.
Potato. A raw potato you can't eat. You can throw at someone's head when you're mad.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are other benefits of it. But the best thing to do with a potato is eat it.
Oh, yes, sir.
Fried.
Oh, yeah.
A potato
Yeah.
has to be washed.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes it has to be peeled. I like it without it being peeled.
Yes.
And then it has to be chopped with a knife.
Yes, sir. Viciously.
And then put into the oven. 200 degrees,
Let's
fan
go.
force.
Let's get it.
And then it becomes wedges.
Golden brown.
Golden brown. And if that potato didn't want to be washed or chopped into pieces and put into the oven, it wouldn't become wedges if it doesn't embrace that process of being chopped and cooked.
Only you can make an analogy about the process using a freaking potato as an example. So shout out to you one time.
Thank you.
I love this analogy though.
I love potatoes.
I do love potatoes too.
All my heart.
Yeah, they need the knife. They need the oven. That's what refines them and makes them who they are. I mean, this is a kind of deep analogy for just a potato, but I agree with you, bro. Yeah.
I guess, yeah, maybe I'm just thinking about how sometimes, I don't know if you guys can relate as well, but maybe some of us feel like we don't really want to embrace the now. Maybe there's some things that we're not happy with. Maybe it's within ourselves, but we try to look for the next best thing on the outside because maybe we're not ready to just embrace that process.
I get you, man. Yeah. I think this is a good time for us to move on to our nugget of the day, which is trust the process. It's a tough one, and it requires all that stuff we said before, the knife, the oven, the patience, everything. But just like the building that Chloe mentioned, it's the foundation of our character, and it is super, super important that we trust the process, focus on the destination, and enjoy the journey.
Be that potato.
Let's get it. It has been episode 4 of the Hunnit Ten podcast. We out. Make sure you keep it 110.
Get it? Be the potato.